giving parents a private right of action to be able to enforce the prohibition on CRT, this corporate CRT. It's basically corporate sanctioned racism, and they're trying to shove it down these employees' throats.
Governor Ron DeSantis announcing a major crackdown on critical race theory. His new Stop Woke Act banning it from Florida schools and workplaces. Fox News contributor Laura Trump is here to react. Good morning to you, Laura.
Good morning, Ainsley.
Good morning. You left New York. You moved down to Florida. You enrolled your kids in schools. What do you think? Is he right to do this?
Yeah, well, you can definitely add this to the list of many, many reasons that more people are going to come down to Florida. And obviously now probably more businesses are going to come down to Florida. We are very happy here. We made the move along with so many other people, but this is common sense stuff. Look, if you take critical race theory at its own word, it teaches that not only now in schools, but of course now we see it in the workplace. It's very pervasive that America was based on ideology. The founding of our country, was based on racism. And that ideology says that it is pervasive throughout our country, that all of our institutions are founded on racist ideas. And so you have so many people that have seen this and they said, wait a minute, we can actually make money off of this. Let's go to all these companies and we have to have equity training. You have to have equity officers and all of these things as Governor DeSantis talked about yesterday in this speech. So it does become costly and very tough for so many businesses now to have to deal with these sort of things. And look, anything that would teach us as Americans that we are more different than we are alike, that would separate people based on the color of their skin, is flat out wrong. It is flat out racist, and that is what critical race theory does. And so I guess another kudos in order to Governor DeSantis here, because this is something that I think is going to be very positive for the state of Florida. It's already a booming state down here. I think it's only going to further influence people to come down to Florida.
I know y'all are very happy down there. Look at what happened in Virginia. They call the Republican Party the party of the parents. And this bill, it will allow parents to sue school districts accused of teaching CRT. And then the governor took it even further. He said attorney fees would be recovered when they prevail. What do you think about that as a parent?
Well, I think it's fantastic. Look, there's one positive thing I think that came out of the COVID pandemic, and it's that we all learned so much of what our children were being taught in schools. Now, you know, since people had to actually teach their kids from home, you could hear what the teachers were teaching them. Nobody knew just how in-depth, they were teaching our kids this critical race theory, and it is throughout the country in many different school districts, and parents felt helpless. They didn't feel like they had any ability to fight back. So now that Governor DeSantis has given parents this opportunity, I think it's fantastic. You should have the ability to know what your kid is learning in school, and if you don't agree with it, you should have some way to fight back, and that's exactly what this is going to do. So look, as a parent, I applaud this. I think there are so many parents that are applauding this as well. It's about time we had somebody stand up against this racist ideology. It should never be taught to any children ever in America. It is absolute poison.
Laura, thank you. So good to see you. I know you're happy down there. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ainsley.
You're welcome.